Richard Parker, what are you doing? Are you napping? Were you trying to nap when I turned the light on to find you? Mm-hmm. Not so sociable at this moment, I guess. I guess, what can we ask from a tiny tiger?
So, this is post-author event from last night, where we went to Kingston as part of the Writers' Festival, and we saw Jan Martel, who wrote Life of Pi, among other books, and Ian Reid, who wrote several books and is a native from Kingston. And then there was a moderator, and she asked them lots and lots of questions about their different books. And it was Jan Martel that I was really excited to see, because Life of Pi is one of my two most favorite books that had the most impact on me as a human being. Anyway, the other one was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, because of course. And in Life of Pi, the young boy who's about 16, when he's in India before he gets on shipwrecked, he becomes enamored with several faiths: Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. And he joins all of them. He tells his parents, this is who I am. And so when we went up to, I bought a copy of Life of Pi, another copy, because mine keeps not returning when I lend it. And I went up to ask him to autograph it, because we could do that at the end. And he autographed it, and he said, "To Joe and Alan, may you reach the coast of Mexico," which is where Pi washes up on his little boat with the tiger, with Richard Parker. And I asked him, had he come across the Baha'i faith while he was researching religions? And he said, "Oh yes, I've met several Baha'is, very nice people. I saw the temple in Wilmette, and in Delhi, and he'd been to the Shrine of the Bab in Haifa." And I said, "Were you ever tempted to join?" And he said, I didn't find they were passionate enough." And I said, "We can be quite shy." And he said, "Well, that's probably part of you're trying not to turn people off, right?" And I said, "Yes." And then I thought, why are we not more passionate? Or what makes us timid about the faith? Anyway, if you're behind, you're watching this, or you're not behind, you want to know more, send me messages and help me figure this out. Anyway, it was a wonderful experience. Got my book signed, and I'm very happy to have met him. Life of Pi. You should read this book before you're dead. And it was a great experience. Oh, I also I knew there were going to be time for us to ask questions, because there were microphones at each side. And as soon as the moderator said, "Well, I have many more questions, but I should stop so the audience can ask questions," and I jumped up and ran to the microphone. I said, "I've been waiting for this all day." Anyway, my question was, I said the two books that had the most impact on me were, as I said earlier, and I said I wanted to know what books had the most impact on them, and at what age and why. And so Jan Martel made mention of several books, even The Divine Comedy, which I have never read. And he said, don't take it as daunting, just read it. And then Ian Reid said he couldn't think of any just then, and he probably would later. I don't know, he just kind of went blank. So when we went up afterwards to get their autographs, I didn't have a book of Ian's that I was buying, because I thought I would get them at the library, because I didn't know him well. I'm reading one now, and I think I have read it before, which is interesting. Anyway, he's had 2 of his books made into movies. And I handed him a slip of paper and said, I know you're going to think of it in the middle of the night. So I left him my email address, and he said, I am going to think of it. So I don't have an email yet. I'll keep you posted. That's it.
Feng Shui!